Hi students, hopefully you are in a good condition. Now we discuss about the used to and would. Do you know how to talk about the past habits using used to and would? Used to and would describe actions, describe situations, describe events that happened in the past. Although these two verbs can be used interchangeably in some cases, the meaning used to and would can be used at the same time. There are some differences between them, and in this video you will learn the uses and the differences. Used to, normally with infinitive. Used to is mainly used to describe repeated actions in the past. The repeated actions that no longer happen anymore in the present time. Therefore, it cannot be used with actions that still happen in the present situation. Used to is always followed by another verb, so there is infinitive after used to. The examples that you can see: we didn't used to play badminton on Saturdays. We used to make delicious apple pies. Did you used to love this cartoon? They used to live in another country. If you see the all examples and they are written in the green colors, and you will see the differences of the predicates. The action verbs are play and make, and the state verbs like love and live. So as seen from the above examples, used to can be used with action verbs and with state verbs like love, like, feel, and etc. The next discussions is would plus infinitive, the same structure with used to. Would can also be used to indicate a repeated actions that you keep on doing in the past, or repeated situations in the past, or the repeated event that you did in the past. And normally, would is always used with action verbs. It is not with state verbs, like what you see in the example with the used to. When I was little, I would get up early on Sunday mornings. Every Sunday, we would visit our grandmother. When I was at school, I would spend hours and hours at the library. It is important to notice that would cannot be used with the stative verbs. There is no examples here that you can see with the verbs in stative form. You cannot use this to describe the past actions. So, if you want to use the stative verb, used to is the choice. Get up, it is action verb. Would visit is action verb. Spend hours and hours at the library, also action verb. Now we move to the difference between used to and would. We start with the verbs. The use of the verbs with the used to can be used with both action verbs and stative verbs. Action and stative verbs. But would is only used with action verbs. It's not same, right? When I was a student, I used to love sleeping late on the weekends. It's natural and it is grammatical. Why? Because love is stative verb. When I was a student, I would love sleeping late on weekends. It is awkward. It is not grammatical. You cannot use this. Why? Because the use of love. Love is stative verb, and it is not right with the use of would. The next we move to the time period. Used to can be used without establishing a time period, but would cannot be used without establishing a time period. Without a time period, and would cannot be used. I used to watch cartoons every Sunday morning when I was very little. Now I rarely watch it. Where is the time period? It is Sunday morning when I was very little. Look at this. The use of the every Saturday morning when I was very little That is in the end positions. However, when used to is replaced with would, the same example becomes awkward and ungrammatical. I would watch cartoons every Saturday morning when I was very little. Now I rarely watch it. This is not right. Why? Because there is no establishing of a time period. What if I change the sentence, such as what? When I was very little, I would watch cartoons every Saturday morning. Is that fine? Alright, it's fine. Why? Because watch is action verb, but you need to establish it. You need to start the time period in the beginning of the sentence anytime you want to use would. So, if I were you, the safest way to use or to describe the past actions is used to, with all the infinitive or action verbs or stative verbs. I think that's all about the explanations about the used to and would. Thank you, and see you again for the next time. Bye.